Hi everybody, it's Andrew Gaffney with Retail TouchPoints. I'm here at NRF and I'm joined today by Randy Dunn with Tyco. Thanks for joining me, Randy.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you, Andrew.
So some exciting stuff going on at Tyco. Just prior to the show, you guys announced the acquisition of ShopperTrak, and you made other acquisitions over the past year. Give us a sense of what some of the strategy behind that is.
Yeah, so at Tyco, we've historically been a loss prevention company, but the assets or the capability we have lends itself to store performance. But smartening all that up, whether it's sensors like RFID or imagers like video, the ShopperTrak and FootFall acquisitions at a platform and analytics capability that allowed the solutions that we deliver to the marketplace to actually be information-based and about the performance of the store.
Great. What's the retail response been like to that?
People are really interested in that, right? The idea of creating e-commerce-like analytics for the brick and mortar space. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are imagining how that comes together. I think people are beginning to see some of that in the vision from Tyco and the strategy as we're executing it in the marketplace.
Also had some interesting customer wins and announcements this year, including some of the work you're doing with Macy's. Talk about some of the specific customer activities and some of the interesting things going on behind that.
Yeah, we've been in the RFID space all the way back to the Walmart days, right? We were part of the solution provider team at Walmart in the supply chain days, and we've been doing a lot of work in that space and have had some big wins. I think here at the show we announced the Gary Weber win in Europe. And then Macy's has been, kind of our marquee customer since going back to 2008 or 2009. And the work that they are doing around omnichannel and the importance of inventory accuracy and inventory visibility that's RFID-enabled has been, has been something that we talked about here at the show. They have a pick to the last unit program about making individual items in a single location available online for their customers to see and purchase.
That's pretty cool. So RFID, you mentioned, you go back to the Walmart days, been around for quite some time, but it seems like it's really getting sort of more mainstream this year at the show, a lot more applications. Are you seeing that with retail?
Yeah, for sure. And I think the imperative part is for a brick and mortar retailer to really leverage their inventory, you got to be able to leverage the inventory that's not only sitting in fulfillment centers and DCs, but also in the store. And historically, the data about that inventory hasn't been accurate enough to make good promises. So putting an RFID on inventory and counting regularly and updating the system of record for accurate in-store information about the inventory is what's driving the revival of RFID.
Right. Well, RFID is hot. What are some of the other trends that you're seeing here at the show that retailers are asking about or you're seeing get some buzz about?
I don't get to see a lot of the trends other than the ones they bring to Tyco, but this idea about changing how the store operates in order to better satisfy the digital shopper, there's a lot of those themes. What I've seen this year though that I think is different from the years I've been coming here is the intensity that retailers are coming to solution providers with to get new solutions. The fundamental foundation of retail is changing and retailers are really working hard to wrestle with that change, and so we're seeing a lot of real deep interest this year in what we can do, and I suspect other solution providers are seeing the same thing.
Yeah. Now you've been coming to NRF for a while now. What's your sense of sort of the mood of the industry, coming off the holidays? And
yeah, no, I think the industry is energized, right? There's a lot going on in retail, and retail is obviously a very vibrant industry. But I also think there is concern about the traditional brick and mortar store model is not going to be enough to make a retailer successful in the future. What does that new model look like? What do their shoppers really want? What capabilities do they need to put in place in order to be able to support that? I think that's, we're really seeing that in earnest this year at the show.
So a lot of thought about digital transformation, trying to make the brick and mortar more.
Exactly. But still maintaining what a brick and mortar store can deliver as part of the shopping experience, which is significant. And so I think, how retailers get that balance right is going to be very unique, but there are some fundamental underlying capabilities. We talk about in the omnichannel world, right, there's two fundamental capabilities. You got to have one version of truth, and you have to have a version of truth you can trust. And so when you create back-end systems that allow everybody to see things through a single view, and that view is trustworthy, now all of a sudden you can do some pretty amazing things for your customers.
That's great. Thank you very much. It's been really insightful.
Yeah, no, really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.